What's going on there, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? And in this episode of On the Bench with Pete, I'm going to be looking at some Dungeons and Dragons figures, miniatures I've got here. Trying to get those a little bit more up to speed. There may be a couple of other bits and bobs going on, but essentially that's what it's going to be primarily. So let's get to it. So here we are, folks. This is the figure I'm kind of working on for my daughter's tiefling, and it's not a tiefling or tiefling or however you pronounce it, but it's what I'm going to have to proxy for the time being. I'm just going to put it on another base. It's one of those D&D miniatures, which is on a base. I'm going to put it on a base so that it comes a little bit more in line with other, other figures, just to give it a bit more oomph, I suppose. Right, so what are we going to chat about then, folks? Well, a few things in mind. You may have seen my Beyond the Gates of Antares. Spoiler alert, but because that's gone up now, and I'm kind of anxious to do that one. I'm looking forward to doing it. I've already put together one of the models for Beyond the Gates of Antares I got from Salute, actually, and I've got to say, it was the pre-release model, so it's kind of exclusive to the show. I've got to say, it was one of the easiest model kits I've ever put together. It was a pure joy to assemble. Easy, super easy. Love Warlord plastic. It's soft but not too soft. I would say softer than Citadel but harder than Reaper. So it's a nice in between there, I think. Right, so I'm going to let that one dry. I'm going to see if I can do some work on my clerics. Him and him. But you're going to have to excuse me. I'm looking for a colour. A certain colour. Oh, that's tricky. There we go. Celestra Grey. Oh, I've picked up another one as well that I'll need at a later date. Now, I haven't used this one for a while, so thorough shake is in order. I'll start getting it out of the pot. Right. Not a bad looking condition. Pop some onto my palette. Bit of water. Thin it down. And then we'll get going, folks. I hope you guys are painting along and whatever. Okay. Mr. Magoo's gone. Right, Celestra Grey. I'm going to use this for the rope that my gnome is carrying, because I think that'll be good. So what shall we talk about? Let's start with Beyond the Gates of Antares, because it's a series I'm looking forward to starting. At the moment I don't know how you play the game, but we're going to learn it together. That's what we're going to do. And my goal is that by the end of well, as the series progresses, I don't really want it to end. As the series progresses, we'll learn how to play the game. We'll start with the simplified rules first, and do that as we paint up our miniatures. And we can do that together too. Then we're going to get a game set up. Hoping my friend can help me on that one. Come over, because he owes me a favour anyway. He'll probably enjoy it knowing him anyway. But yeah, then we can film that, give our thoughts on it. I'll give my thoughts on it. Yeah, I've heard the main rules are quite... I've heard they're complicated, but surely they can't be any worse than Warhammer. You know, I mean, take War Machine, that's quite a simplified rule set, I think. I think Dungeons and Dragons is as complicated as you want to make it. It depends on how you run it, really. So that's down to you. And Beyond the Gates of Antares, well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm looking forward to starting to play that game. Really looking forward. I do need to pick up some more order dice to cover the extra stuff I've bought for it. So we'll see how that progresses. I really like it. I don't know a lot of the fluff behind it, but what little I do know, I like, and that's quite important for me. It's like a lot of the steampunk games. They got good fluff, you know, like Malifaux and things like that. So they got good fluff behind their back, you know, behind their game. And I think that really supports it in a big way. So I can't wait. I'm super looking forward to it. I had that teaser trailer video done a while, and I've just been itching to put it up. So I thought, well, when I put it up, it's going to kind of kick me in the ass to get it going, basically. So that's what I've done. Plus I want to start doing stuff on camera related to that game. Yeah, I think that'll do pretty much for Nomi here. Almost there. Oh, so close. Right, there we go. Oh, just a little gap in there to do. So how are you folks anyway? How are you all doing? Right, here's hope you're all doing well. I'm recovering a bit after my fall and my trip to Salute. Yeah, I had a fall, if you didn't know. Fell in the road, which wasn't good. Thus I went to Salute with a bad knee and wrist, which was not fun. I don't think that helped my demeanour to be honest. In fact, I know it didn't, so that video I made about my afterthoughts, I still stand by what I said, but well, it's too much of a rant really. Don't like rant videos. It's not me, but I did it anyway. Never done one before, but I felt compelled. I mean, I've got it out of my system now, but yeah, I'll talk about it briefly. Salute 2016. If you haven't seen my videos on that, basically I was a little bit upset that I didn't get anything other than a dice and a program in my goodie bag. And that sounds a bit like spoiled bratish, but I just think they got all my money. Yeah, I've had people say, well, it's just the entrance fee, you pay to get in, and the bag's free, so surely that's, you should be happy with well, that's obviously comes from a person that got their goodie bag. Yeah. And you look on the leaflets, right, South London Warlords. We are a non-profit organisation, so that's alright, they're a non-profit organisation. Well, I want to know, what happens to all the money then? Before anybody says what money, think, right, well, it was £12 to get in if you paid online, right? And 20, not 15 as I first went, it was 20 on the day. £20 on the day. No, how many people do you reckon go in the course of the day? I reckon it's got to be a good 10,000 visitors that go to Salute. Let's be generous and say 8,000, but I think it's closer to 10. So we'll analyse the figures a bit, shall we? We'll start with 8. If it's 8,000, say it's 8,000 people went in the day. And let's say, being generous again, half of them, I don't want it to be that many, but let's say half of them paid online. So 4,000 people paid £12 online, and 4,000 people paid £20 on the door. Those people that paid online produced a total of £48,000, and the people that paid on the door produced a total of £80,000, giving a grand total of £128,000. Now, you take 10,000 visitors or people going into Salute, which I think is closer to, and half of them paid £12 online, that's £60,000, and the other half paid £20 on the door, or on the day, that's £100,000, so giving a total of £160,000. Then you've got all the vendors, but don't worry, they're a non-profit organisation. But then you've got all the vendors who don't get in there for free. Yeah, hundreds of vendors, and they're probably paying hundreds of pounds for their pitch. I reckon you're looking at £250,000. But don't worry, they're a non-profit organisation. So say you got £250,000, and they give me that. That's what they gave me in the bag. Didn't get my free mini because I wasn't in the top 5,000, which is fine because they do say that, but I think that's a bit tight, to be truthful. I think everybody should get it. Everybody or nobody. That's just my feelings on it. But even if you didn't get the free mini, fortunately I've been offered that steampunk mini because I love steampunk. I think I'm inspired to do a series of steampunk stuff. let's do these clerics whilst I'm moaning. There's not a lot to do on them, to be truthful. Oh, what the heck would do these shoes? Shoes. Boots. Grey. What was I saying? Oh, I forget. Yeah, a steampunk series. That would be good. Because I've got the War Machine on the go. I mean, yeah, let's not forget, War Machine is steampunk. There wasn't a lot of War Machine stuff going on the day, I've got to be honest. Theme was supposed to be steampunk. Yeah, I don't want to go on about it. I was just terribly underwhelmed after last year's Agincourt one, which was great. And there seemed an obvious Agincourt theme going on, but not this time. I was underwhelmed, and that's it. Fair enough. Step up, piece. Blah blah blah. Move on. So anyway, with that in mind, I'm thinking of not going to Sloop next year, and I'm going to go to. I'm thinking of Colours, the Newbury Racecourse. There's another one called Warfare, I think. I'm just trying to find out where that is based. But yeah, Colours. I may have to do different colours, thinking about colours. Yes, so that would give me a different perspective as well on things. I'll be able to make a different video, which would be good. So I can't see any on YouTube about colours. I'll make it. I'll do it then. You know, that's my thoughts there. It'll be a good opportunity. It means I can get there earlier for one thing, which is fantastic. I can spend more time. I can do more filming, better filming, maybe some photography. So I'm just having my coffee here while I'm looking at my figures, wondering what I'm going to do next. I'm going to do this guy. Maybe that guy. Maybe. Maybe that guy. Yeah. I think I know what colour I'm going to do him. Mephiston Red. Yeah, so colours at Newbury Racecourse. I could do a good video on that, I think, and give other people, perhaps like myself, the chance to see what that is like as an event. Because apparently it's not too far from the train where you get off, and which would be great. Because I might not have anyone with me next year when I go there. So the simpler the journey, the better. Ooh, excuse me. Just putting the Biston Red into my palette. Aha. God, I'll get some mess over my cutting mat. Lucky it's an old one. Right, so I want a brush. It's not too big, not too small. And we'll try this one. If it starts splitting, I'll Yeah. So what else? Yeah, as I said in the fall, I seem to be recovering quite well with that one now, so that's good. Knee and wrist. Wrist is, I don't know, it's taking longer to heal. So I keep using my hands, obviously. But yeah, it'll be all good. It'll be all good. My wife's car got towed away to the garage today. I might have told you I had to tow her back from on the way home because her clutch went. So that's going to be expensive. It's actually the clutch pedal though. So I don't think it's the clutch itself. I'm sure it won't be cheap, nevertheless. Nothing ever is like that these days, are it? Though saying that, I was very fortunate this year to pass my MOT. Flying colours, that was nice. Very nice. Oh, yesterday I did my first grass cutting. My first grass cut of the year. Which is awesome because that makes me think, right, spring is on the way. Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty cool. I'm doing Mephiston red on this guy. But chances are I'll probably do his sleeves, under sleeves, different colours, but we'll see. I think I'm going to use the colour red as a bit of a denomination for authority in my militia. This guy's going to be like, I don't know, second in command or something, or he might even be in command and the other guy's doing all the running of the city. So there'll be some in-house politics going on there, I think, which the players can maybe either decide they may get involved with or not. Up to them, but at least I'll give them the option. So there we go. So that's him, and I think this guy I'm going to do blue, to be truthful. Yeah, blues. I think like a McCleod blue. I must have loads of McCleod blue. Must have an open one. That looks like it's open. Let's put some of this on my palette. McCleod blue. And this one is going to be blue. Blue for me. So yeah, I think there may be the possibility of the weather getting ever so slightly milder. That's what I think. Although you might be able to hear the wind. The wind's picking up. It was a lovely sunny day yesterday, though. It really was glorious. We sat out in the sun in the garden with a cup of tea and just played fetch with the dogs, and it was all was good. Right, it's going through my mind. Make this guy could be kind of the equivalent of like a librarian or a chaplain in the Space Marines. Be their equivalent. You could do some sort of energy I don't know what sort of magic user wielder he would be. But we'll see. We'll see. Just putting this base kit on, so I'm going to be too neat about anything. Yep. Pop that on there. So I'm very excited for all my new series, because I've got more new series on the way. That doesn't mean I'm not still excited for my current ones. Oops, he's fallen over. Because I love doing all the series I got. I'm just going to grab some medication. Here's my coffee, which I got on the go there. And I'll be able to carry on then. So excuse me for a moment. This is awful. Taking drugs. So it's from AMS, so. Right, okay. I should be fine now. Right, so that's him. Base kit's up. Then there's this chappie, this pirate, which I'm not sure what colours to do him. I'm really not. He's a mystery to me. Yeah, he's a mystery. But maybe I could do his trousers blue. Just clean the brushes on. That's alright. Plenty of paint left. Yeah, he's going to be quite flamboyant. Well, ish. Got plans for this guy. Let's just say we'll watch his career with great interest, as the Emperor said to Anakin. You, young Anakin, you shall watch your career with great interest. No, he's not going to be evil, I don't think. But he's going to be quite, I think, ambitious is the word. Would be a good word to use, ambitious, yeah. That'd be safe to say. I think I'd like my gnome's hat to be blue. Oh, some people, they lay base colours on and they're really, really neat, and it's like, wow, you know, that looks good already. But depends what I'm painting, I think. How easy it is to hold, how shaky I'm feeling. Sometimes I'm feeling great and I can hold things steadier and do better work. I'm still getting over salute. It takes me a very long time. I've had a couple of actual normal night's sleep lately, but I'm still waking up feeling like I need to go to bed. But that's the way of it. Yeah, nice blue hat. Because my gnome's going to be a little bit flamboyant too. Cheeky, chappy, flamboyant gnome. Twiddling his moustache. Yeah. there. I think the main outfit's going to be leather. I've already given him a base coat of Rhinox hide, which means he'll have to have Scrag Brown or something like the brown to go on there now. Yeah, my clerics I'm at a bit of a loss with actually. Because they're all mostly white and it's a bit problematic. Because, yeah, I want them mostly white, but at the same time, it's boring to look at, you know? So, yeah. Right then. Gonna have your leathers. Leather shoulder pads as well. Gonna be wearing leather armour. Decided. Probably inherited it from some family member. Like an heirloom. It's been handed down. Yeah, I like the look of leather when you do it. It looks naff when you're doing it, actually, at the time, but I think it can look quite effective from afar. You can have leather gloves. He's the sort of character that would remember the rope, you know what I mean? And the flint and tinderbox, which beginning characters never seem to remember. Like, we will build a fire. How are you going to do that then? Don't know. You got a flint and tinderbox? Nope. You want to freeze them? Right. It's quite a good code. I've got my dwarf characters. It's going to be a typical dwarf, gruff and sturdy and but steadfast, you know. My gnome, he's not going to be particularly brave. He's going to like run at the first sign of danger type thing. He's a survivor though, you know. He's going to be a survivor. So my characters would do well to follow his lead. That's all I'm saying. And I know they won't be watching, so I can talk about these things. Scrag Brown. It's a nice brown. It's like a brighter XV88, really, that's all it is. Right. Might do his underjerk in a different colour. I don't know what yet. I'm deciding whether to make his crossbow, the bow part of it, metal or no. We'll see. I really like him as a character though. He's going to be good. Yeah, so we have like a totally neutral character. Not either good nor evil, but he's going to look after number one. This is what a good thief would do, I feel. Yes, I feel they would. No, they're definitely problematic. Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. Let me look at the cipher. Yeah, I'm going to do the skull on the back corner red. Corn red. It's a nice dark red. I've got all these racks. Yeah, so the painting cipher. I think as a model he's pretty awesome. Wouldn't mind seeing an update though, that would be good. And plastic. Other things I want to see in plastic first though. Adeptus Sororitas. Sisters of Battle. I think I'd start a Sisters Army if they brought their out in plastic. I think they'd bring a lot to the tabletop and really encourage my wife to become more involved with it. 'Cause at the moment, barely got any females characters in this game. But I think if they did Sisters of Battle, I think she'd be in there. I think that would do it. I mean, they should have their own army and an update, and that they should be, because you know, the females, they should have a representation. They should have Dark Sisters too. Or the Death Sisters. Mortis Sororita or something like that. I don't know. They could do. Evil versions of them. Now there's a fort. One has to wonder why he would have painted this skeleton in the colours of corn red. Well, ciphers are mysterious one. That's all I'm saying. I like him. That current cipher. Just trying to get the other side of his arm here, the skeleton's arm. Not easy. Make sure you're on camera as well. Did start doing a tutorial on Cypher, but it kind of got messed up, so I had to give it up in the end, which was a shame. It's one of those things. Right. Here we are. There. Because I'm going to have to come in with some more Caliban green on him as well. Do the golds on his thing first, I think. Dwarven Gold by Scale Colour. A lovely colour gold. It's going to do the knobbly bits on his sword hilt. Dwarven Gold. It's so thin, don't need to thin that one down at all. Right. I hate doing bits that stick out like rivets and things. Never seem to do a good job of it. Nearly there. Nearly there. As he says in Star Wars, almost there. Almost there. Right. Yeah, stuff up. We can do the whole thing around. Mr. Skeleton here in gold. Dwarven gold. Very bright gold. Some golds are so dark they could almost be copper or something. Bronze. I think once I've done this bit, I might call it a day. Don't know how long I've been running. I don't think it's as long as usual, but I'll end it there there anyway. And there we go. Nearly done. There, I think that'll do him. There. So Cypher's coming on. He'll look a lot better than his shoulder pads, I think. There we go. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to call it there. So thank you very much for joining me on this episode of On the Bench with Pete. It's been a blast. Got a bit done on my D&D figures and a little bit of my Cypher model done. So thank you very much, and until the next time, I'll see you on the next one, and all brushes lead to war. Bye for now.